The alien fleet moved through the empty darkness of space with quiet confidence. Their warships were enormous, black and silver, shaped for intimidation. Every ship carried weapons more advanced than anything in the human imagination, and the alien admirals were certain of their superiority. The galaxy had long known of their power. Few dared to resist them. When their sensors picked up the faint signal from the Terran system, the commanders expected an easy victory. They had intercepted the broadcast long before reaching the system, and it appeared weak, primitive, almost harmless. The signal was polite, formal, filled with symbols and codes that indicated an intelligent civilization, but nothing threatening. The aliens laughed at the thought of humans. They believed the Terrans would welcome them, kneel before them, or at least beg for mercy. The fleet commander, Admiral Zorath, looked over his instruments and shook his multi-limbed head. "Prepare for first contact," he said. His voice resonated through the command hall. "These Terrans will not even know what strikes them. We will be seen as gods." Around him, officers nodded, their eyes glowing with anticipation. They had studied the Terrans' limited history, their primitive planets and small ships. To the aliens, humanity was an untested minor species. There was no danger in this mission. Only glory awaited. The alien scouts moved closer to the system, scanning the planets. A green and blue world appeared, glowing softly in the dark void. It was small, fragile-looking, and no one in the alien fleet expected resistance. Small satellites and orbiting stations orbited the world, but their technology appeared basic. The aliens chuckled among themselves, their tentacles brushing control panels. The first communication came from the Terran capital world. A series of signals blinked on the alien monitors, polite and measured. The aliens assumed fear or ignorance and dismissed it with sneers. "Look at this," said Lieutenant Krath, one of Zorath's lieutenants. "The Terrans send greetings. They do not even tremble at our presence." Zorath smiled, a predatory expression that revealed sharp ivory-like teeth. "They are fools. They do not know what is coming. Make ready the envoys. We will speak with them, and they will obey." Meanwhile, on the Terran side, the human commanders watched the alien fleet arrive with calm efficiency. The orbital stations scanned the approaching ships, noting their size, configuration, and energy readings. Humans had been expecting visitors for decades. The Terran Defense Council had contingency plans for every type of first contact, from peaceful to hostile. "Admiral," Helen Carter leaned over the central display. "They are large, yes," she said quietly. "But look at the formations. They are confident. Overconfident. That is a weakness." Her officers nodded. They had trained for scenarios exactly like this. Humans were not the largest or strongest in the galaxy, but they were disciplined, intelligent, and unpredictable. The Terran fleet was small compared to the alien armada, but it was designed to move fast, strike accurately, and protect the planets efficiently. Commander Raj Patel adjusted the sensors. "They are scanning us, yes, but their patterns are basic. They expect fear, confusion, maybe surrender. They will not find it." The alien envoys arrived in smaller vessels moving toward the planetary orbit. Their intent was clear: to demonstrate dominance without immediate violence. They were elegant and intimidating, but in ways designed to awe, not destroy. When the aliens attempted the first communication, the Terrans responded in their calm, clear manner. Messages were sent encoded in universal translation protocols. They were polite, respectful, and surprisingly confident. "Greetings," the human message said. "We welcome your arrival. We hope this meeting brings understanding and peace." The alien admirals frowned. This was not fear. It was not trembling. It was calm. The Terrans were speaking as equals, not supplicants. Zorath's tentacles twitched nervously. He could not understand it. "Do they think we are weak?" Krath whispered. "Or brave?" Zorath shook his head. "No matter. They will see their mistake. Make ready the ceremonial fleet approach. Let us show them our power. Gently, at first." The aliens moved their smaller ships into orbit near the capital planet. Energy shields flared in color as they tested their weapon systems. In display mode, humans observed quietly, taking careful notes, analyzing every movement. Every ship, every energy reading, every formation was cataloged. Then, the aliens attempted the first show of force. One of their vessels launched a small drone toward the planet's orbit, a harmless demonstration, they thought. Humans allowed it to pass through their defenses, studying its trajectory. Then, without warning, Terran planetary defenses fired a precision pulse. The drone was neutralized instantly, with no destruction to the planet or the surrounding satellites. In the alien command hall, silence fell. Zorath stared at the readings. "Impossible," he muttered. They stopped our drone without full-scale weapons. How?" Krath's tentacles shook. "It is clever. They did not panic. They did not flee. They responded." "Do not panic," Zorath said, but his voice was less sure than before. "This is still minor. The humans they are testing. We will proceed. Send the envoys to orbit. I will speak to them personally." The humans, in their command center, prepared for the arrival of the envoys. They had no intention of panicking or rushing. Everything was calm, calculated, and measured. They monitored alien movements, watched for any signs of aggression, and prepared defensive formations silently. "Admiral," said Lieutenant Chen, "they are sending a larger ship now. It is very fast. We estimate it is twice the size of our largest freighter." Helen Carter nodded. "Good. Let them come. We will observe, learn, and respond if necessary. We are ready." The alien envoys arrived in orbit. Their ship opened communication channels expecting fear, trembling, perhaps even groveling. Instead, they received calm acknowledgement, a polite invitation to orbit, and measured questions about the Terran system. Zorath's tentacles tightened around the control panel. They speak like equals," he said. "This is unusual. They should fear us. They should know we are superior. Why are they calm?" Krath looked worried. "They may be smarter than we thought." Zorath waved a dismissive tentacle. "No matter. Intelligence without submission is meaningless. We will show them strength, subtly, enough to remind them who rules here." The envoys docked with Terran orbital stations. Humans greeted them formally, offered supplies, and allowed careful inspection of docking procedures. The aliens expected to see fear or awe. Instead, they saw calm professionalism. Terrans moved with efficiency, precision, and courtesy. They asked questions about alien technology politely, studied the ships, and recorded observations. The alien admirals were confused. Their expectations were shattered. These humans were neither frightened nor submissive. They were polite, observant, and cautious, but never panicked. It was unsettling. Zorath finally spoke in his deep, resonant voice. "Prepare the main fleet for observation. I want to see how they handle real power. If they are truly primitive, they will break under pressure." On Earth, in a hidden orbital hangar, a massive warship waited. It was unlike anything in the galaxy, long, sleek, and fully cloaked. Its engines were silent, its energy shields undetectable. Humans had built it for one purpose: to defend Earth if diplomacy failed. But for now, it remained hidden, a secret. Ace Helen Carter glanced at the display of the cloaked warship. "They think they are safe," she said softly. "They have no idea what waits in the dark." Her officers nodded. No one spoke loudly. Silence in the command center was a weapon as well, a quiet confidence that the aliens could not understand. The alien fleet believed the humans were intimidated. That calmness meant weakness. Little did they know. Every observation the humans made, every movement they recorded, and every calculation they performed was preparing them for a response the aliens had not anticipated. And somewhere in the darkness, the Terran warship waited. Silent, cloaked, patient. It was a shadow in space, but it was a promise. If the aliens made a wrong move, they would regret underestimating humanity. For now, though, the meeting continued. Calm words were exchanged. Diplomatic gestures were made. The aliens were smug, believing the humans were on the verge of submitting. And the humans smiled quietly, knowing that the real test had not yet begun. Above the planets, the alien fleet moved as if the victory was already theirs. Below, humans prepared quietly, patiently, and with unwavering calm. The calm was deliberate. It was measured. It was the first sign that the Terrans were not what the galaxy expected them to be. And deep in orbit, the warship waited, cloaked, silent, ready. The first contact was calm. The aliens thought they had won. But the calm had a secret behind it. A secret the aliens would discover soon. And it would change everything. The alien admirals had expected an easy meeting, a simple show of power and immediate submission. Yet now, as the Terran envoys moved with quiet efficiency around their docking bay, the reality began to settle in. Humans were not afraid. They were polite, respectful, and cautious, but never panicked. Admiral Zorath leaned back in his command chair, tentacles curling nervously around the control panels. His usual confidence was shaken. He had faced countless civilizations across the galaxy. None had dared to approach him with such calm composure. None had even questioned him openly, yet here were the humans speaking directly, observing quietly, and giving nothing away. "They do not fear us," Lieutenant Krath muttered, his 3 eyes narrowing. "They should. We have power. Unmatched power." Zorath's brow ridged. "Calmness is not weakness, Krath, it is strategy or ignorance. Let us see which it is." Meanwhile, aboard the Terran Command Center, Admiral Helen Carter observed the alien fleet with quiet calculation. Her officers were busy analyzing every ship, every energy reading, every communication channel. They had trained for first contact for years, and their preparation was meticulous. "Admiral," Lieutenant Chen said, pointing to a holographic display, "their formations are rigid. They expect fear. They expect us to panic. They do not anticipate. Calm, measured response. That gives us an advantage." Helen nodded. "Keep observing. Do not engage unless necessary. Let them reveal their intentions. We are ready for whatever comes next." In the alien command hall, Zorath made a decision. "Prepare the minor fleet demonstration. Let them see our firepower, but in a controlled way. They will submit after this, or we will know they are foolish enough to resist." Small alien fighters and drones launched from the larger vessels, maneuvering in precise patterns above the Terran planet. It was a show of force, calculated intimidation. The aliens expected panic, screams, and surrender. Humans observed silently. Their sensors recorded the movements, analyzed the technology, and calculated response patterns. When the aliens launched drones toward the planet, the Terran defense system activated, but not aggressively. Pulses of energy intercepted the drones, disabling them without destruction. One by one, the drones fell, and the aliens were baffled. Zorath's tentacles shook with frustration. "Impossible. They neutralized our technology without a fight." "How?" Lieutenant Krath shook his head. "It is clever, calculated. They are not afraid. They understand strategy," Zorath growled. "Very well. We will escalate, but subtly. Prepare the observation fleet. Let us see how much they truly understand." On the Terran side, Admiral Carter knew that escalation was coming. She had prepared for it. Small orbital warships moved into precise formations, ready to respond to any threat. Every move was calculated, every action measured. The humans had no intention of starting a war, but they were fully ready to defend their home. The aliens decided to test the humans further. A single cruiser moved closer to the planet, deploying energy probes around the orbiting stations. The probes emitted scanning waves, meant to intimidate and measure the planet's defenses. The humans observed the probes carefully. Their response was swift but restrained. Energy pulses deactivated the probes without harming the surrounding satellites or the planet. The aliens expected resistance, panic, or retreat. Instead, they saw calm precision. Zorath was growing anxious. "They are Not afraid, they are not fleeing. They respond, yes, but with control. How can a primitive species possess such skill? Krath's three eyes focused on the display. Perhaps we underestimated them. Perhaps this is not a simple world. Meanwhile, aboard the Terran warship hidden in orbit, silent and cloaked, sensors picked up every movement of the alien fleet. Its crew observed, analyzed, and prepared for the right moment. The ship's presence was undetectable, a shadow in space, but it was the key to Earth's safety. On the planets below, humans continued their calm diplomacy. They offered supplies to the alien envoys, answered questions politely, and demonstrated their willingness to communicate. But every word, every gesture was calculated to show that while humans were reasonable, they were not naive. The aliens misread this calmness as potential weakness. They are cautious, Zorath said. They will submit once they understand the consequences. Let us give them a final demonstration before real engagement. Krath prepared the main fleet for an orbital maneuver, a show of strength meant to intimidate the Terrans. Hundreds of alien ships formed precise formations above the planet, their energy shields glowing, their weapon systems humming. The humans observed, silently adjusting their own defensive arrays. Every alien ship movement was analyzed. Patterns were studied. Weaknesses were noted. Every potential threat was mapped and prepared for. Admiral Carter turned to her team. They believe we will panic. They believe our calm is fear. Let them think that. Our strength is in our preparation and our patience. We will not strike first, but we will not falter. As the alien fleet moved closer, the tension in the galaxy grew. Zorath expected submission. He expected awe, trembling, perhaps even groveling. But instead he received polite observation, calm, precise, careful observation. This is unusual, Krath said, his voice trembling. They are organized, disciplined, calculating. How? Zorath's tentacles twitched with irritation. Focus, Krath observed them. We will find their weakness. We will not fail because they are unusual. Humans are still primitive. They cannot match us in firepower. On the hidden Terran warship, the crew continued their silent surveillance. Every energy reading from the alien fleet was analyzed. Every ship, every weapon, every movement was tracked. The humans aboard were ready, waiting for the moment when the aliens revealed their true intentions. Admiral, Lieutenant Vega said, pointing to the displays. They are moving in a formation that exposes their command ships. If they attack, they will be vulnerable. Helen Carter smiled faintly. Good. Let them reveal their arrogance. Let them believe they are in control. We are ready for them. The alien admirals, confident but puzzled, decided it was time for the next stage of their plan. A single warship moved closer to the planet, projecting energy pulses to measure human reaction. The humans responded with perfect precision, neutralizing the pulses without harm and recording the alien ship's patterns. Zorath growled. They are not afraid. They do not panic. They adapt quickly. This is unexpected. Krath's tentacles twitched nervously. They are clever, too clever for their size and history. Zorath slammed his tentacle onto the control panel. Enough. They will submit. If they do not, we will escalate further. Prepare the fleet for a coordinated maneuver. Show them our true power, but do not destroy, not yet. The humans, still calm, prepared their countermeasures. Defensive satellites adjusted positions. Sensor grids monitored energy flows. Every weapon system was ready. Every possible attack vector was analyzed. Humans waited, patient and composed, knowing that any aggressive move by the aliens would be met with precise retaliation. The aliens, still confident, believed they controlled the situation. They misread human calmness as weakness, ignorance, or submission. They could not understand that patience, observation, and precision were part of human strategy. Zorath looked at the display of the hidden Terran warship, though he could not detect it yet, and shook his head. They may have surprises, but we are the dominant force. This world, this species, it will yield to our will. Little did he know the warship in orbit was silently preparing. Cloaked, undetectable, it monitored every alien movement, every pattern, and every flaw. It waited for the right moment, a single calculated instant when the humans would reveal their true strength. The calm continued. Diplomatic words passed. Energy pulses and scans were met with precise, non-violent countermeasures. The alien fleet was puzzled, unsure if they faced fearlessness or cunning, and deep in the shadows of space, the Terran warship waited, silent, cloaked, ready. Its presence was a secret, a silent warning, and a promise. If the aliens misstepped, if they overreached, they would see the full power of humanity. For now, though, nothing happened. Calm persisted. The aliens believed they were in control and the humans allowed them to think it. Patience, preparation, and quiet confidence were weapons as effective as any energy cannon. And so, in the darkness of orbit, above a fragile blue and green world, the first real test of humanity began. Calm, polite, observant. Every move by the humans was deliberate, every gesture calculated, and every response measured. The aliens thought they were winning, but the first real sign of human strength had not yet appeared. Somewhere in orbit, in complete silence, the Terran warship awaited the moment it would emerge, a shadow turning the tide of perception, a hidden force ready to remind the galaxy why humanity was never to be underestimated. The calm was deceptive. The aliens did not know it yet. But soon, they would discover that the humans were more than polite diplomats. They were strategists, thinkers, and warriors prepared to defend their home. And the galaxy would never see them the same way again. The alien fleet moved above the Terran system with confidence, yet a subtle tension had begun to creep in among their ranks. They had expected humans to panic, to beg, to submit. Instead, they encountered calm observation, measured responses, and intelligence that went beyond what the aliens had anticipated. Even the smallest Terran defensive maneuvers displayed cleverness and restraint. Admiral Zorath sat in the central command hall of his flagship, tentacles curling around the console in agitation. "Krath," he snapped, "explain this. Why do they not tremble? Why do they not react in fear?" Lieutenant Krath's 3 eyes blinked rapidly. "Admiral, they are not like the others we have met. Their calmness is deliberate. It is not ignorance. It is calculation." Zorath growled. "Calculation? They are primitives. They cannot possibly match our experience, our power, our strategy." "Perhaps," Krath said slowly, "we have underestimated them. Perhaps this is more than a simple species. Perhaps it is dangerous." Zorath's growl deepened. "Enough. Observe them further. I want to see what they are capable of. No attacks yet. This is a test. We will not strike until we are certain of their weakness." On the Terran side, Admiral Helen Carter observed the alien fleet with her usual calm. The humans had long prepared for scenarios like this. They had studied the alien species extensively, learned their tactics, and built defenses specifically designed to counter arrogance and overconfidence. "They believe we are weak," Helen said quietly to her officers. "They believe our calm is fear. Let them think that. Every move they make, we record, we analyze, we prepare for. Patience is our weapon now." Lieutenant Chen nodded. "They are moving into a more aggressive formation, but their patterns are predictable. We can anticipate their maneuvers." "Good," Helen said. "Do nothing yet. Let them reveal everything. We strike only if necessary." The aliens decided to test the humans further. A single cruiser moved toward the planet, projecting energy pulses meant to probe defenses and intimidate. Humans responded with measured precision, neutralizing the pulses without harming the planet or orbiting stations. The aliens expected panic or retreat. Instead, they faced calm efficiency. Zorath's tentacles twitched in frustration. They are not afraid. They are not retreating. They are adapting. How can such a primitive species adapt so quickly? Krath's voice was tense. "We may be dealing with something beyond our understanding. They are smart. Too smart. For their apparent technology. Focus, Krath, Zorath barked. They are still primitive. They cannot match us in firepower. Observe them, yes, but do not let them distract you. We will find their weakness. In the shadows of orbit, the Terran warship remained cloaked. Silent, massive, and unseen, it continued its surveillance of the alien fleet. Sensors tracked every ship, every movement, every energy pulse. Its crew analyzed weaknesses, anticipating the moment when it would need to act. The ship was a hidden ace, a secret humanity had prepared for decades, waiting for the precise instant to turn the tide. Back in the alien fleet, Zorath ordered a minor engagement. Small fighters approached the Terran stations, simulating an attack meant to intimidate. Humans responded with carefully measured pulses that disabled the fighters without destruction. Each move was precise, calculated, and non-provocative. This, just unsettling, Krath admitted. They do not panic, they do not falter, they anticipate our attacks. Zorath's tentacles lashed. Do not speak of fear, Krath, this is still a minor test. Observe them carefully. We will escalate next. We must know their true strength before we act fully. Helen Carter watched the alien maneuvers quietly. They believe they control the engagement, she said softly. They do not know we are ready for them. They do not know about the warship in orbit. They believe calm is weakness. Let them think that. It is an advantage. The aliens, growing uneasy, decided to increase the pressure. Several cruisers moved closer to the planet, their shields glowing brightly, projecting energy waves toward human stations. The humans responded as expected, calm, precise, and without panic. Energy pulses neutralized the waves and countermeasures adjusted to the alien formations. Zorath could not hide his agitation. Why do they respond with such precision? They are learning, adapting. This is unacceptable. Krath's eyes widened. Admiral, they are preparing something, I can feel it, they are planning ahead. Zorath's growl deepened. Enough. Prepare the fleet for coordinated maneuvers. We will demonstrate our true power, but remember, do not destroy. We will not risk the spectacle being lost. Observation only. Meanwhile, the hidden Terran warship monitored every maneuver. The crew calculated angles, energy levels, and response patterns. The ship's captain, Commander Elias Grant, had one thought: patience. The aliens believed they were winning. The humans allowed them that illusion. But the warship waited for the precise moment to reveal itself. Back on the alien flagship, Zorath's frustration grew. Every probe, every maneuver, every pulse sent by the aliens was met with calm, measured counteractions. The humans did not panic, did not flee, and did not show signs of weakness. Instead, they displayed a level of precision and intelligence that the aliens could not fully understand. Krath, Zorath snapped. They are not afraid. They are what? Prepared, Krath said slowly. They are calm because they are prepared. They are not primitives. They are strategists. They are dangerous. Zorath's tentacles slammed the console. Dangerous enough. Observe them. Wait. Prepare for escalation. But we will not attack fully. Not yet. I want to see everything they are capable of. On the planets below, humans continued diplomatic gestures. They welcomed the alien envoys, answered questions politely, and maintained a calm, controlled demeanor. Every action was deliberate. Every gesture was calculated to demonstrate intelligence, patience, and restraint. The aliens could not comprehend it. They are not like the others we have met, Krath said quietly. They do not panic. They do not submit. They calculate everything. Zorath's eyes narrowed. Calculation is not weakness, but we will test it further. Prepare for a minor simulated engagement. Let them reveal their tactics. Let them show us what they are capable of. The alien fleet launched a controlled assault with small fighters. The humans responded with precision, neutralizing every attack without escalation. Each move by the humans revealed intelligence, restraint, and strategy. The aliens could not anticipate the calculated calm. Zorath began to doubt. Krath, have we underestimated them? Krath's eyes focused on the displays. Perhaps. But we are not finished. They are clever, yes, but they are still primitive compared to us. We will find a weakness. Meanwhile, the hidden Terran warship continued its silent vigil. Every alien movement, every fleet formation, every energy reading was analyzed. Every calculation was made in preparation for the moment when the humans would need to act decisively. The warship's presence remained a secret, a silent threat that the aliens could not detect. The tension in space increased. The aliens expected submission and fear. They got calm observation and intelligence. The humans had not revealed their full strength, but they had demonstrated one thing clearly. They were not to be underestimated. Zorath ordered a larger formation, moving closer to the planet. Energy shields flared, weapons hummed, and the aliens projected an aura of dominance. The humans responded with patience, precise countermeasures, and continued calm. Every move was deliberate, designed to reveal weaknesses without provoking unnecessary conflict. Krath's voice was tense. Admiral, they are not afraid. They are preparing. I can sense it. Zorath growled. Patience, Krath. Observe. Wait. Do not act prematurely. They will reveal their strength or their weakness. Then we will know who truly holds power here. On the hidden warship, Commander Grant smiled faintly. Soon, he said softly. They believe they are in control. Soon they will see what humanity is truly capable of. As the alien fleet moved above the Terran system, the calm continued. Diplomatic exchanges proceeded without panic, without escalation, and without fear. But beneath the surface, the humans were prepared. Observation, calculation, and patience were their weapons. Every alien move was noted. Every potential flaw was recorded. And waiting in orbit, cloaked and silent, was the warship that would change the perception of humans in the galaxy forever. The aliens had believed they were winning. They had assumed calm meant weakness. They were wrong. The alien admirals had grown uneasy. Every move they made was met with calm, precise counteractions. Every attempt at intimidation was neutralized without destruction. They had expected fear, panic, or even submission, but none came. Instead, humans observed, calculated, and prepared silently. Admiral Zorath's tentacles twitched over the control panels in frustration. They are different, he muttered. Every action we take is met with precision. They are clever, too clever. Lieutenant Krath's three eyes widened. Admiral, we may have underestimated them. We must proceed carefully. They are prepared, Zorath growled. Prepared, yes, but they are still primitive. They cannot match our fleet. They cannot withstand our power. Yet their calm is unsettling. We will continue observation, but we must be ready for any deception. Meanwhile, the Terran fleet and planetary defenses remained calm. Humans had been trained for first contact under any conditions, and every officer knew the stakes. They did not panic. They did not act rashly. Every move was deliberate. Every response was precise. Commander Raj Patel observed the alien maneuvers on the tactical display. They are moving closer, he said quietly. They may attempt a larger demonstration. Admiral Helen Carter nodded. Let them. We are ready. Every calculation has been made. Every weakness they expose will be noted. Patience is our weapon. The alien fleet adjusted its formation, moving a large battle group closer to the planet. Their energy shields flared in brilliant colors. Their weapon systems hummed in readiness. The aliens intended to demonstrate overwhelming power. It was meant to intimidate. It was meant to force submission. From hidden orbit, the Terran warship monitored every move. Cloaked, silent, and massive, it was the ultimate secret humanity had kept from the galaxy. Its sensors tracked the alien fleet, recording every formation, every energy reading, every weapon calibration. Commander Elias Grant leaned over the console. They believe they control the engagement, he said softly. They do not know we are ready. They do not know what waits in the shadows. They will learn soon enough. On the alien flagship, Zorath noticed a slight hesitation among his captains. "What is this?" he demanded. "Why do they hesitate? Why do they not panic? They should panic. Every move is calculated, every response precise." "What is this species?" Krath replied cautiously. "They are intelligent, strategic, calculating, and they do not fear us." Zorath's tentacles lashed across the console. "Silence, prepare the fleet, increase pressure, but do not attack fully. Observation only. We will find their weakness, even if it takes time." The humans continued their calm strategy. They allowed the alien battle group to move closer, analyzing every energy pulse, every shield fluctuation, every weapon projection. The Terran planetary defenses remained on standby, ready to act instantly but holding back for now. Then, the moment arrived. Without warning, a massive energy signature appeared near the center of the alien fleet. A ship of incredible size and design, long, sleek, and completely unseen until this moment, decloaked. Its surface shimmered with advanced alloys, its engines pulsed silently but with immense power. The Terran warship had revealed itself. The alien admirals froze. "What is that?" Zorath demanded, his voice tight with disbelief. "Impossible, that ship, it should not exist." Krath's three eyes widened. It is enormous. Its energy readings, far beyond anything we anticipated." "This is a human warship?" Commander Grant's voice came over the tactical communications, calm and firm. "This is the Terran Defense Fleet. You are in violation of our space. Cease all aggressive action immediately, or your fleet will be disabled." Silence followed. The alien admirals struggled to comprehend what they were seeing. Their confidence shattered in an instant. This was not a scout or a simple battle cruiser. This was a warship of unimaginable power, and it had appeared without warning, cloaked and undetectable until now. Zorath barked orders. "Target it, destroy it." The humans anticipated every move. The warship projected an advanced energy field, disabling targeting systems across several alien ships simultaneously. Their weapons could not lock on. The alien fleet had never encountered technology like this. Lieutenant Krath's tentacles twitched nervously. They anticipated our attack. "How?" Zorath growled, but no answer came. Every movement the aliens attempted was predicted, countered, and neutralized. Their formations faltered. Energy shields flickered under precise interference from the Terran warship. The humans did not attack aggressively. Their goal was not to destroy, it was to demonstrate capability. Every strike, every pulse was calculated to show power and precision without unnecessary loss of life. Admiral Carter's voice came through the communication channel. "Your fleet has violated our space. Aggression will be met with calculated response. This is your only warning, stand down." The alien fleet hesitated. Their arrogance was gone, their confidence shattered. They had assumed humans were weak. They had assumed calm meant fear. And now they realized how completely wrong they had been. Krath turned to Zorath. "Admiral, they are formidable. We cannot underestimate them. This warship, it is unlike anything we imagined." Zorath's tentacles clenched. "Silence, Krath, focus. We will regroup. We will not be humiliated in front of the fleet. Prepare evasive maneuvers. We may need to retreat." Commander Grant allowed the warship to project a controlled energy field, temporarily disabling several alien ships without destroying them. The effect was deliberate, a display of strength, restraint, and human ingenuity. The aliens scrambled. Confusion spread through their ranks. Communications became chaotic. Orders were repeated, contradicted, and ignored. The fleet, once confident, now faltered under pressure from a single human warship. Meanwhile, on the planet below, human crews watched silently. The calm that had defined the first contact now became a weapon. Humans did not panic. Humans did not fire recklessly. Humans acted with precision, control, and patience. Zorath realized the truth. The humans were not primitives. They were strategists, planners, and warriors. They were patient, intelligent, and unpredictable. And they possessed technology that could match or surpass alien power. Krath's voice trembled slightly. Admiral, we misjudged them. They are more than we expected. This warship, it is the tip of an iceberg we cannot see. Zorath's growl was low, almost a hiss. Prepare retreat protocols. We may have overstepped, we cannot fight blindly. They're calm. It is deceptive, and we have no idea what lies beneath. The Terran warship remained calm. It did not pursue destruction. It demonstrated power, yes, but also discipline. The humans had revealed enough to show dominance without unnecessary escalation. Admiral Carter's voice echoed across communications. We will defend our space. We will not tolerate aggression. This is your final warning. The alien admirals finally realized the gravity of the situation. They had assumed victory. They had believed humans would panic, would submit, would be easy prey. Instead, they had faced intelligence, calmness, and strategy beyond their expectations. Zorath's tentacles tightened over the console. We underestimated them. We cannot win like this. Prepare retreat. Return to the fleet. Report everything. Humanity is a threat we did not anticipate. Krath nodded, still wide-eyed. Yes, Admiral. They are formidable. This encounter will change everything. The Terran warship receded slightly, maintaining a silent, cloaked presence nearby. It had achieved its goal, a demonstration of power, strategy, and human ingenuity. The aliens had been humbled, their assumptions shattered, and their fleet forced into retreat. Commander Grant allowed a final message to pass. We do not seek war, but we will defend our home. Misjudgment comes at a high cost. Let this be remembered. The alien fleet began a controlled retreat. Their ships moved as quickly as possible, maintaining formation but cautious now. Confidence was gone. Their pride had been wounded, and the galaxy would soon learn of the humans who had stood calm in the face of overwhelming odds. On the hidden, warship sensors remained active. Every alien ship, every movement, every energy reading was recorded. Humans had proven strength, patience, and precision, but the full story had yet to unfold. Above the planets, calm returned. The alien fleet had departed for now. Humans remained poised, vigilant, and prepared. They had not fired a single weapon to destroy, yet the aliens had learned their place. Zorath, aboard his flagship, seethed silently. The galaxy had misjudged humans, and he had misjudged them personally. The warship, the calm, the precision, all of it revealed a species that demanded respect. Krath's voice was quiet. Admiral, they are not to be taken lightly. Their calm, it is a weapon. Their patience, it is a strategy. They are humanity. Zorath's tentacles tightened once more. We will remember this encounter. The Terrans are not as they appear, and the galaxy will know that Earth is no longer a world to be underestimated. The Terran warship, silent and still, returned to cloaked orbit. Its presence remained a secret, but its demonstration had changed perceptions across space. Humans had not sought war, but they had earned respect. They had shown that calm, preparation, and intelligence could stand against even overwhelming odds. The alien fleet had retreated, their confidence shattered. The warship they had ignored or underestimated had decloaked, revealing a power they could not match. In the vacuum of space, above a fragile blue and green world, the galaxy's perception of humans had begun to change. Admiral Helen Carter stood in the command center of Earth's orbital station, watching the sensors track the retreating alien ships. Calm, calculated, and composed, she allowed herself the faintest smile. Humanity had proven a point. Intimidation could be met with intelligence, power could be countered with precision, and arrogance could be defeated by patience. Admiral, Lieutenant Chen said quietly, they are leaving. Their fleet is retreating in disarray. Their formation is broken. They understand now. Helen nodded. Yes, they understand, Chen. But our work is not over. Observation and diplomacy are as important as defense. Humanity must ensure the galaxy sees our strength and wisdom. On board the hidden Terran warship, Commander Elias Grant and his crew remained vigilant. The decloaking had sent a clear message to the aliens. Humans were not to be underestimated. But the warship's role had been more than just a display of firepower. It had been a reminder that Earth's defenders were patient, strategic, and disciplined. "Sir," Lieutenant Vega said, studying the alien retreat patterns, "their fleet will regroup. They will spread the word. Earth is no longer a quiet planet. We may see increased activity in nearby sectors." Grant nodded. "Let them spread the word. Let them fear. Not for destruction, but for the intelligence, strategy, and resolve we possess. Humanity does not seek war, but we will defend what is ours. That is a message the galaxy must understand." Back on the alien flagship, Admiral Zorath paced the command hall, tentacles flicking with agitation. The humiliation of the encounter burned in his mind. The humans had not fired a single destructive shot, yet they had dismantled his assumptions, shattered his arrogance, and forced a retreat of his entire fleet. Krath, standing at his side, finally spoke. "Admiral, they are unlike any species we have encountered. Calm, patient, and disciplined. And yet, their technology, their warship, it is formidable. We must reconsider our approach to humanity." Zorath's voice was low, almost a hiss. "We underestimated them. We assumed fear where there was none, submission where there was none, ignorance where there was none. This encounter will not be forgotten. Humanity is a threat we cannot ignore." Across the Terran system, humans began the process of formal contact. Communications channels were opened to alien races who had not yet encountered Earth. The Terran message was deliberate: strength, wisdom, and diplomacy. Humans did not boast. They did not threaten. They simply demonstrated that they were prepared, capable, and unafraid. "Prepare transmissions to neighboring systems," Admiral Carter instructed. "We will invite dialogue, but we will not apologize for defending our space. We must be clear. Earth is not a world to be bullied, nor a species to be underestimated. Let our calm confidence speak louder than any weapon." The alien fleets that had fled would carry stories of humans unlike any others. They would speak of a species that did not panic, that calculated every move, that could defend their home with precision and patience. And the stories would spread, shifting perceptions across the galaxy. Zorath convened an emergency council. His captains were uneasy. Confidence had been replaced by caution. Pride had been replaced by respect or fear. He spoke with a rare humility. "We were arrogant," he admitted. "We assumed superiority. We assumed they would kneel. We assumed weakness. We were wrong. The Terrans are not what we believe them to be. They are intelligent, strategic, and prepared. And their patience is a weapon as deadly as any cannon." Krath nodded solemnly. "We must inform the High Council. Humanity is not to be underestimated. We must observe before we act. They are formidable." Meanwhile, on Earth, the calm returned. Life continued on the planet's surface, unaware of the full extent of the encounter. But humanity had made a statement that would ripple across the stars. Their patience, intelligence, and restraint had won respect where brute force might have failed. In the following weeks, human scientists and diplomats worked tirelessly to send peaceful signals to other alien civilizations. They shared knowledge cautiously, demonstrating intelligence and a willingness to cooperate, yet leaving no doubt about their ability to defend themselves. Admiral Carter addressed her officers. "The galaxy now knows that calm, intelligence, and preparation are as powerful as any weapon. Humans have shown that we do not panic, we do not retreat, we act with purpose and precision. That is our strength, that is our message. On board the Terran warship, Commander Grant reviewed the encounter with his officers. Every movement of the alien fleet had been recorded. Every reaction, every calculation, every flaw noted. The warship had not fired destructively. Its mere presence had been enough to force the aliens to retreat, to reconsider, and to spread tales of humanity's power and restraint. "This encounter is a lesson," Grant said quietly. "Strength is not measured by aggression alone. Intelligence, strategy, and patience are weapons too. The galaxy will learn that now." Across space, alien civilizations began to communicate with each other, discussing the Terran encounter. Stories of a cloaked warship, of calm humans who neutralized probes and drones without panic, of a species that could think and act beyond expectations, spread quickly. Admiral Zorath's report reached the High Council. His words were careful, yet firm. Humanity was not to be underestimated. Their calm was deceptive. Their patience was deadly. Their technology, combined with strategy, made them a force that demanded respect. For the first time, many alien leaders considered diplomacy over intimidation. Humans were no longer the quiet, primitive species they had assumed. They were a power to be respected. Back on Earth, life returned to a semblance of normalcy. Children played under the sun. Cities thrived. But above the planet, humans maintained vigilance. Sensors scanned the skies. Warships patrolled silently, and the hidden Terran warship remained cloaked in orbit, a silent guardian, a reminder that Earth was prepared for any threat. Admiral Carter addressed the Council. "We have proven a point without firing a single destructive shot. We have shown that calm intelligence and preparation are as formidable as any weapon. The galaxy now knows our strength, and that we will defend our home." Commander Grant added, "Let this be remembered: humanity is patient, disciplined, and strategic. We do not seek war, but we are ready to defend ourselves and our world. Any who underestimate us will learn the cost of arrogance." The alien fleets that had fled reconsidered their tactics. Intelligence reports flowed in from multiple sectors, warning that Earth was no longer a quiet world. Diplomacy would now be tempered with caution. Aggression would be met with preparation and precision. Zorath's fleet returned to their homeworld. Pride wounded, lessons learned. The galaxy's perception of humanity had shifted. They were no longer primitive, no longer weak, no longer a species to be dismissed. Humans had proven that calm, intelligence, and strategy could stand against overwhelming odds and win without destruction. In the following months, communications opened slowly and cautiously. Humans offered dialogue, cooperation, and exchange, but always maintained a clear message: respect Earth, recognize its strength, and never underestimate its people. Across the galaxy, civilizations spoke of the Terran encounter. The calm, disciplined humans who had faced an overwhelming fleet, who had revealed a cloaked warship at the perfect moment, who had forced retreat without firing destructively, became a legend. Respect replaced arrogance. Diplomacy replaced assumptions of submission, and humanity's place in the galaxy was secure, earned through intelligence, patience, and calculated courage. On board the Terran warship, Commander Grant and his crew reviewed the encounter one final time. "We did not seek conflict," he said. "We did not escalate unnecessarily, but we proved a point. Patience, intelligence, and readiness are more powerful than fear or force. Let the galaxy remember that." Admiral Carter stood on the observation deck of Earth's orbital station, looking down at the blue and green world below. Humanity had faced the unknown calmly, strategically, and without panic. The galaxy had tested them and found them worthy of respect. "Humans are patient," she said softly. "Humans are prepared, and humans will defend their home, always." The stars stretched endlessly above, and somewhere beyond the systems, alien fleets reconsidered their plans, their arrogance tempered by the knowledge of a species that did not panic, that did not flee, that calculated, observed, and acted with precision. And on Earth, Humanity continued calm, intelligent, and ready, unseen but ever vigilant, a force that had earned the galaxy's respect, a species that would not be underestimated again. The first contact had been calm. The aliens had thought they won. But the Terran warship had decloaked, and the galaxy had learned a truth that could not be ignored. Humans were not to be underestimated. The calm had been a weapon, and its power had reshaped the stars.